Hi there, how is it going? Ivan is here with another tutorial. In this video I'm going to make a portrait of the actor Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker movie. Film which I really like and it was a big pleasure for me to tattoo. I will share with you what kind of colors I was using for this tattoo and what is even more important in my opinion, what are my thoughts while I was doing such a piece. Now without further ado, let's dive into the tattoo. So let's start from the colors that I'm using this time. When I'm preparing my palette for work, I try to keep my colors clean and simple. First of all, I start with picking up the colors that I can identify quickly. Each of them is simple combination of maximum 2 different colors. Like I said, I try to keep everything clean and simple at the beginning. After this, on the process I can adjust the value or the saturation of the colors by mixing them straight into the needle. I start from the down part of the tattoo as always. Here, this is the red suit of the Joker. The combination I use for this is very simple. The main color here is the crimson red and I mix it directly with black, which darken up the color very beautiful. A small disclaimer here. Normally I don't mix directly with black, because most of the colors are getting dirty this way. But there are some cases like with the red, where I really like the deepness and the intensity of the color when mixing with black. Anyhow, if I want to lighten up the color, I can use a bit of bright yellow or white in it. It depends what kind of warmth I want to achieve. Sometimes I use both if necessary. As I already mentioned, I try to keep my combination clean and simple and I am going always from color to color, mixing straight into the needle, trying to find the right proportion. I like this way of tattooing. Like this I avoid too much damaging the skin from layering the colors on the top of each other. If you can't say directly if the color you've mixed is the right one, you can also test it directly to the paper you're working with. I do this all the time and maybe that's the reason why I spend like 2 rolls of paper each time I make a color piece. But anyway, this is a really good way to check your colors before you put it into the skin. Saves a lot of trouble sometimes. Actually, how I already said in one of my other videos, I'm using a limited palette, which is the same for each and every color tattoo I do. It's made up from around 12 to 15 basic colors. The difference comes from the way I mix them with one another. Sometimes a tiny bit of some colors can change it tremendously. A bonus tip when mixing colors is to mix always in the lighter one. In other words, if you want to mix 2 colors, start always with the lighter one and try to slowly darken it up till you achieve the one you need. You will need much more effort to do it the opposite way. Of course, there are some exceptions if you're experienced enough, but then you're basically able to do whatever you want. Take this like a free advice and you will see that it makes all the difference in the world. So, once I'm done with all the red combination, I can slowly focus on the face itself. There the case is a bit different as we don't see a clear colors actually, but only grey desaturated ones. His face is full of makeup, which makes it even more difficult for me to recognize the different colors. As always, I start the face from the dark shadow part. As like this I will be sure I have enough deepness in the face when I start to add the lighter tones. Here as a main color I mix some dark desaturated brown. All the colors I use in the face are very greyish. On the down part of the face I push more into the red direction. I do this with adding a bit of red into the already mixed neutral dark brown. I control the values with adding white in it. I've decided to do it like this because of the strong reflection that the face receives from the suit of the Joker. The light is bouncing and it gives a really beautiful reddish glow of all the parts of the face which are pointing to it. These are the complete down part of the chin and cheek, as well as the place under the eyebrows. I control the dark brown what I'm using by adding either more red or more olive green in it. This depends of which part of the face I'm working on. As more far away from the suit it goes, as more and more greenish the colors appears to be. This is not only because green is the complementary opposite color of red. A short deviation here: if you don't know what the complementary opposite colors are, I will let a link in the description to my other video where I explain in depth about this and some other interesting facts about the color tattooing. I'm sure it will be interesting for you, so go and check it later on. But now let's come back to this one. The reason why the upper part of the face is more on the green side is not only because it is the complementary opposite color of red, but also because of the hair of the Joker. Like the suit, the hair gives also a bit of reflection to the face. I really like this color combination. It makes the image very rich and gives me a lot of opportunities to play with the colors. Anyway guys, the most important when doing so colorful tattoo is to have fun. Try to always put some extra effort in it. The truth is, most of the stuff I'm showing on these tutorials is not must or some kind of rules. It is just me sharing my approach and showing you the way it works for me the best. Hopefully I can motivate some of you and even help you to improve your own tattoo skills. For the hair I mix some dark green as a main color, which I mix with very dark brown for the darkest parts. To light it up, I use some bright yellow. Now guys, the last but not least are of course the highlights. I make them on the end because I don't want to dirty up them on the process. For the highlights it's very important that your needles are perfectly clean. The white color gets dirty very easy, and if necessary I open completely new needle when I'm doing highlights. This helps white to stay clean and strong longer. So that's pretty much everything from me guys, I hope you enjoyed as always. This is how I did this Joker tattoo portrait, and feel free to let me know in the comment section below what are your favorite techniques when doing a color tattoo. I always enjoy reading the comments and potentially get some knowledge from all of you. If you want to help my channel to grow, smash that like button. I guess it really helps the algorithm of YouTube and it will show my video to more and more awesome people like you. You can also subscribe if you still aren't and hit the notification bell next to it. Like this, I will notify you always when I post a new video. As always, stay safe, I love you all, and if you have any other questions, please let me know.